Hello mga Gandoll University students! My name is Ting Duque and today I am here to be your professor. And ano ituturo ko sa inyo ngayon is how to achieve the flawless and the super effortless balat na maibibigay sa inyo ng Vice Duo Finish Foundation. So, eto na tayo and stay tuned! Today, I have my beautiful model, Brenda, here. Before we even start with anything, I would like to stress out on safety. Just make sure that your hands are clean. So, huwag kalimutan natin, of course, the 20-second hugas ng kamay. And also, don't forget to sanitize your hands with 70% alcohol. In fact, this alcohol, hindi lang para sa kamay, but actually, you can use it also sa mga products ninyo. So, today, since pag-uusapan natin is the Duo Finish Foundation, yes, you can even use the alcohol to help sanitize your foundation. All you have to do is spray, sorry Miss Brenda, just spray a little bit of the, actually not a little bit, you have to really ibabad ninyo ng mabuti. And then even yung case, and just leave it for 10 minutes para talagang siguradong sigurado na mamamatay ang mga germs. It's not 100%, pero at least sanitize siya. Don't also forget that the sponge that comes with it, make sure na malinis. Okay, guys? Do not share your products para hindi magkaroon ng cross-contamination. Just make sure that you also clean your sponges like at least once a week with just regular soap and water. Just in case also you're going to be using your brush, make sure that you clean your brushes at least once a week. And also you can sanitize the brushes by adding a little bit of alcohol sa tissue and just swirling your brush bristles para super sanitize siya. So, let's choose your foundation.
Yes.
Okay. So, the very first thing that I do before doing foundation is I make sure that the skin is prepped. Make sure that the skin is clean. Right now, I'm using a facial wipe just to remove any excess oil, dirt, or makeup. Huwag kakalimutan ng lips. So now the next step I'm going to do is I'm going to refresh the skin by either using a toner or a facial spray. Just spray it all over the face for extra freshness and also para mabuhayan yung balat. Right after is I'm going to use a moisturizer. Now this is a very important step sa akin, lalo na when I work. I need to have the skin moisturized para walang dry patches, para pag naglagay ka ng foundation, hindi siya kakapit sa mga dry areas. Kung may oily skin ka, I suggest na kumuha ka ng moisturizer na oil-free para nakukuha mo yung moisture, meaning it's water, without the added oil. Of course, let us not forget to moisturize the lips. And I like doing this step before anything else, I mean as part of skincare. This will give time for the lips to get moisturized para mamaya pag naglagay na kayo ng lipstick, hindi siya masyadong malangis or glossy. Okay, so now we're going to be choosing the right shade of foundation for Brenda here. The Foundations of Vice Duo Finish Foundation comes in 8 shades. So for sure, may mahahanap kayo na shade para sa inyo because this was formulated for the Filipino skin. Ngayon, how to choose the right shade is usually sasabi nila, di ba? Ano ba yun, Miss Ting? Like, ano ba? Cool ba ako? Neutral or warm? One of the best ways to find out if you are cool or warm is just look at your veins. If your veins are on the green side, then you are more of a warm toned person, and if it's on the blue side, of course you're going to be cool. Sometimes may mga veins na parang mix ba siya, so most likely you'll be neutral. I took the liberty already of choosing the different shades here sa foundation range ng Vice. As you can see, this one is a little, although tama yung tone naman sa kanya, pero it's a little bit too light. This one naman right here at malapit sa chin, medyo may pagka-orangey siya. So this one in the middle, the shade Puti na Mez, as nakikita naman ninyo na hindi siya halos halatang halata sa balat niya. So I would think that is the best foundation shade for Brenda. Pag hindi mo siya nakikita, that means yun yung foundation shade for you. And also sa tagal ko nang ginagawa to, by the way, 28 years ko na itong ginagawa. And I'm sure na nakarinig na kayo ng mga suggestions na you match it with your neck tone. Ako kasi I really like matching it with the rest of the body. Because usually here sa chest, especially the neck and the chest, it's usually lighter than the rest of the body because ito yung natatakpan ng, let's say, ng face or ng head, and also usually nakatakip to ng damit. So ako, I would go for like the rest of the body para hindi mahirap habulin. Right now, the perfect shade for you is Puti na Mez. Okay, now that we have the perfect shade for Brenda, this is the Duo Finish foundation ni Vice, and it comes with its own compact and meron siyang sariling sponge applicator. Now, this foundation can be used wet or dry. Ano ba yung mas bagay na, let's say, finish? Kung ano man ang gusto mo. Usually, pag wet, you get more of a velvety finish. Plakado.
Full coverage.
Full coverage siya. Plakadong-plakado. So, kung meron ka mga spots na gusto mong i-conceal or gusto mo talagang artistahin, eto na to. So, all you have to do is just wet the sponge with water. Tanggalin niyo yung excess and just use it like so. As you can see, isang lagay pa lang, ayan na, full coverage. Ngayon, kung ayaw ninyo na full coverage, at gusto nyo lang ninyo na supernatural, then you can use the sponge dry. So, usually, I start at the very center of the face, tapos dinalabas ko na lang siya. Bine-blend ko siya palabas. Okay. Mas gusto ko kasi yung coverage nandito sa gitna kesa dito sa labas. Kasi dito halatang-halatang naka-foundation. So whatever you have here, you kinda like bring it down na lang and blend it out. And then, at also here sa forehead. And don't forget also yung tenga. Okay, so now that we have Brenda's skin super flawless, I'm going to show you another way of how to apply the foundation aside from using your sponge. Okay, again, remember, you can use it wet or dry. But let's say, gusto nyo na super light lang ang coverage. Now, the best thing that I can suggest is to use brushes, and I'm so happy that Vice came out with new brushes. They are super affordable, and they're vegan and cruelty-free, and they're available na. What you can do is get the powder brush and get the shade that you used and just apply it. Kung paano ko pinakita sa inyong ginamit ko with the sponge, ganun rin. Start from the middle and just blend it out. Okay, and that will give you a very natural finish. You won't get as much coverage, but at the same time naman, nawawala yung mga oily parts, lalo na for touch-ups. Ngayon na, eto na ang balat ni Brenda. As you can see, it's very makinis, it's very uniform. Now, I would want to warm up the skin a bit, and this is another technique that I can share with you guys, is get a shade or 2 shades darker than your regular foundation. Here, I'm using shade ni Vice, and I'm also using the new brush, the powder brush from Vice. I'm going to use this as a very soft contour and bronzer. And I'm just applying it here sa outer parameters of the face. Ngayon, bakit natin kailangan? It's the same thing as like parang nagko-contour ka. Pero skin tone ang ginagamit mo na shade. This will just give a little bit more dimension. At saka, hindi siya yung parang stark na puti. Sometimes yun ang nagiging ano natin sa foundation, ay mga nagiging concerns. So this will just warm up the skin a bit. And don't forget again, to apply it on the neck area. In fact, if you want to use your foundation as contour, you can again get 2 or 3 shades darker than your skin tone and just use your contour powder or brush. Huwag natin kalimutan to. Don't forget here sa neck. So now I'm applying it with the super, di ba ang soft ng brush?
Super soft.
Bili na kayo nito, Avail. Extra tip ko sa inyo is if you want your skin to look less matte, because the powder will make you look matte, especially if you're going to use it wet. Kung gusto niyo medyo magkaroon ng dewy finish, all you have to do is spray some kahit water or facial spray, and this will set the foundation, one, and also it's just going to make the skin a little bit more glowy. Alright, so as you can see, Miss Brenda here has super kinis and super even ang skin tone niya, and ang ganda ng texture. Na-blur yung mga pores, and also na-conceal, lightly concealed yung mga spots niya or mga blemishes. So, how do you like it?
I like it. Very, flawless and matte pa din, matte finish.
Dito na tayo nagwawakas ang ating mini tutorial about foundation. I hope meron kayong natutunan and nakatulong naman ako sa inyo kahit papaano. Maraming salamat. On to the next tutorial.